Ma non lo battete il chuck? No, vabbè. Ah, ok, perfetto. Ok. Okay, first question. Demi, why is it important for you to support Venice and film this year?
Well, one, because I was asked to. It's important. I was asked to. But I have to say, when I looked at the incredible company that I was in, I know even in this series that you're going to be speaking at least to two people who I love and adore, which are Gia Coppola and Penelope Cruz. And you have Kate Blanchett as, you know, the head of the jury. And it's really, I really feel how the festival is being very pro female, and I really love being a part of that.
Perfect. Second questions. It's about Songbird, which we
Yes.
talked about. I see your next film, Songbird, is set in a pandemic. Can you tell us about your experience of this one, as well as how relevant Songbird is going to be to audiences?
I'm really curious about how this is, you know, how this will affect people. I don't, you know, it's one of those that, in a way, it's bringing forward our greatest fears of what could happen if the virus got out of control and mutated and but you know, as we were speaking earlier about how we need different things at different times, we'll see. This will either be exactly what people want to see, and it'll make them feel better about where we're at because we haven't gone down such a, you know, a harsh path. Or it could be like they don't want to see any more. I hope it's the prior. You know, the experience, I was really looking forward to stepping in and seeing if these new guidelines could work, or actually to see what worked, what didn't work, what was really possible, and you know, could we all do it safely? And we did. So whatever happens with this film, and I think there's going to be some amazing footage because they were able to capture real footage of some things that were happening, particularly in LA, like freeways empty, you know, streets empty, things that we just don't ever see. That was all real. So I think that there'll definitely be some really captivating images.
Good. You're currently in an Apple TV series, Dirty Diana, which sounds really interesting. Can you tell us more about it and why you decided to take this role?
I love this role because it's, you know, the Diana is living two lives. She's in a fractured. Did you have a question?
No. I was talking to the cameraman.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
So she's in a fractured relationship that normally, you know, you don't see a film start where, or you know, a story where the couple is in a place that just you don't think they're going to ever be able to come back from. And in the arc of the series, it is actually about two people finding their way back. But the other side of this story is that she's hiding who she is with a secret life of recording women's fantasies for a website that nobody knows. And so it's that, I think what the theme that I really loved in Dirty Diana. And it's not, I think the female sexuality is important, but the theme is acceptance of self. And that's something I really think is needed.
Still, the colleague from BBC goes, I see from your Instagram feed that you're an incredibly proud mom to your daughters. How important is it to show them that you're working and enjoying your career and life?
I think as a, as a mother who has always tried to balance career, what I realize is that I wouldn't be giving all of myself to my children if I didn't have my career, because that's just part of who I am. And I think that, we have to model for them. There are definitely things I can see as I look back. I was trying to balance so much that I look back and go, why was I trying so hard? Like, I went back to work when, my middle daughter was 2 months old on A Few Good Men. And disclosure, when my youngest daughter was a month old. And I was, because I wanted to show that, yes, you can do both. And, something always gets a little squeezed when you try to do both. But I took a long time off when their father and I divorced. And at a certain point, because my kids were so used to traveling, being on location, I remember them saying, yeah, are you going to ever work again? And I thought, okay, maybe it's time now that I look at this. I think they're doing okay.
Big applause on this. How did COVID-19 change your life?
Well, I think, like everyone, it shut everything down, but I think it's changed it most, that things slowed down, and I think it needed to. I feel really fortunate. No one in my immediate life or circle has been ill, and but I, it's changed my life in that it's certainly provided me an opportunity to spend more time with my family, and to get creative on different ways, to work.
Big applause also on this. Last two questions. First, festivals like Venice or Cannes are a great part of your business. How much are you missing meeting up with colleagues and friends?
For me personally, I'm okay. I'm not missing anything.
Benissimo, benissimo. Last question. Bellissima risposta. Wonderful answer. And the last question, how do you imagine the world of tomorrow after the pandemic emergency? In your opinion, what would have to be the women's contribution for the reconstruction of post-pandemic society?
Okay, say that question again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not. In your opinion, what would have to be the women's contribution for the reconstruction of a post-pandemic society?
Well, I'm not quite sure of all of that. Like, I'm not sure of that question. I think, so I don't want to try to give an answer by trying to make something up.
Bellissima, bellissima, very, very real. And thank you once again, even on behalf of this colleague on BBC. A great kiss from Venice, and bye from Tiziana as well.
Bye,
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you so much to accept our invitation. Thank you.
My pleasure.
It was a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Thank you.
I hope the rest of it goes really well.
Yes.
Please give my love to Gia and to Penelope.
We will do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm signing off.
Yes.
Ciao.
Thank you so much. Bye,
Ciao.
Demi.
Ciao.
Ok, grazie.
Figurati.
Ok.